Hello, this is a WIP and Chat where I talk about the goings on in life and work on my diamond painting, WIP meaning work in progress. And yeah, you can use this as like a podcast and listen while you do things, or you can just join me right away and work alongside me. I am excited to announce that I am doing a collaboration with Naomi from House of Miscellanea. On August 31st, we will be going on her live and doing a challenge. I believe, I don't remember what time. Naomi has to remind me all the time. I am terrible with time change or time zones, I think it's called. But yeah, I will comment that in the description of the time. But we are going to be doing a challenge, and the challenge is to use your non-dominant hand for 1 hour diamond painting a paint gem and see who gets furthest. I'm going to do horribly. I have never tried to diamond paint with my non-dominant hand, and I will not until the day comes. I am so excited. I absolutely adore this woman. I am using an Enablers Outpost pen that I got for their July mystery box. And then I also got these release papers from the mystery box as well. I'm putting a glue dot in the tip. I'm using Randas Crafty Corners, Pineapple Upside Down Scented Putty, Yellow Dog Designs. What is this? A tray. I'm working on Turning of the Seasons from Diamond Art Club as well. Come on, get out of there. Now, out there, it is rumored to not use metal tweezers on metal tips because you might scratch them or something, but that is a risk I'm willing to take. So, yeah, let's do putty first. How are you guys this week? I am good, I think. I know that sounds very uncertain, but I have to get a job for a little bit, which sucks, but at the same time is understandable. And I'm thinking of bartending, waitressing again. I absolutely love that field of work. Believe it or not, yes, the hours are going to suck because I am so used to having a normal schedule. But for now, it's really good money, it's what I know, and I enjoy doing it. So yeah, I do plan on continuing YouTube, of course, because this is my passion and my hobby. I enjoy doing this. When I was little, I actually used to want to be a newscaster. So it makes sense why I would enjoy doing YouTube so friggin' stinkin' much. Oh, wait, where did my scissors go? I'll be right back. I am so conflicted on going back to work. Like, I really enjoy the work. Like, it's a fun little thing that I'll do every once in a while if an old boss calls me and says, hey, this person's going in town. Like, when it's on my terms to go and, like, help out and it's not something I have to do, I love it. But when it's something I have to do, I start thinking, like, is it going to take my time away from the kids? Like, am I going to have to work until 3 a.m. and then get up at like 6 to take the kids to school? Like, is it going to trigger my migraines a lot? And am I going to be back in constant pain when I don't get the sufficient amount of sleep that I would get? But I'm also like, I get to see all my old regulars. Like, if I do get back into the couple places that I had bartended and waitressed at, I get to see all my old regulars. Now, those regulars are a lot like family because my mom has been working, around the same places for my entire life. I have worked on and off at all of those places since I was 19. I am now 32. I know a lot of the same people that have been going to these same places my whole life. So it's going to be nice to kind of see them again. But at the same time, I get to see them anyways, like whenever we do family gatherings and stuff like that. So, but at least I'll be making money, which is nice. So I don't know. It's bittersweet, super bittersweet. And it also feeds into my recent lack of confidence. Like, have I forgotten how to bartend and waitress? Have I, do I have it in me to be as nice as I want? Because my patience with, humanity sometimes wears a little thin, especially with, disgruntled people. Like, am I going to be able to stay polite, or am I going to just be like, hey, you're a dick? Like, because sometimes it just happens, especially in the service industry. It's like, are you always like this, or is it because you think I'm below you because I'm working? Because I do remember that like shift when you're a certain age, at least around here, because there's a lot of colleges around me where people will be like, if you're young and spry and look like you're in the college age, they just assume that you're doing this to get through college, and it's all happy dory, whatnot. But once you hit a certain age and they realize, like, hey, you're not moving on, it's almost like certain people view you as less. And I don't know, can I handle that? Like, I don't know. Or I might be just overthinking it and whatnot, because my confidence recently has been lacking so much. And I don't know why. Like, I kind of been overthinking on my why. What am I doing? Why am I doing it? Who am I? And so sometimes I'm super confident and like, yes, this is what I'm doing. But other times I'm like, well, is this worth it? Am I, someone who actually matters? Why does my opinion matter? And it's weird. But do you know what has been helping me get through is Naomi's WIP and chats that she does. She does this card thing, and then she talks about being kind to yourself, or whatever that lesson for that card was. And the last one was being kind to yourself that I watched, and I needed that so much. It opened my eyes that I tend to sometimes be extra hard on myself, and not lack of self-worth, because I do know I am worthy, I am worth it, I am proud of who I am today. I'm proud of the choices that I've made. I put my all into being the best mother I can be and whatnot. But like when it comes to like the personal things of like my accomplishments or my lack of accomplishments, or I'm really, really hard on myself of I did this good and I know it's good, but I give myself 2 seconds of feeling that, and then it's, what could have I done better? Was it good enough? Should I quit? Should I do that? Is it worth it? And I just fall into that cycle. So I think it's time to make another appointment with my therapist and get back on track, because I'm falling into that headspace again of seeing the value of everybody else around me, but just not in myself. And that's not a healthy place to be in. I don't know. It's just something that I need to work on. So that is definitely one of my goals this week, is to make lists of my accomplishments and what I perceive to be failures and talk them through and feel better about it. Because sometimes when you actually physically see something in your accomplishments, you don't realize how much you actually do. And I'm talking like basic accomplishments: getting up, brushing your teeth, making sure everybody has a healthy breakfast, making sure all of the, the little things that matter so much to those around you, but you don't see the value in, I don't know how to explain it. Taking care of yourself as well as giving to others is my thing. Is I put more value into what I do for others versus what I do for myself. So it's those self-reflections of what I need to do to care for myself. I will always put more into others than I do myself, and it's not mentally the best for me. But I think I'm to the point in my life, and as far into therapy I can be, where I actually can acknowledge it. And that is the biggest step, I think, in my mental health that I've ever been, like to actually acknowledge, see what's going on, and know it's not true, versus when I used to believe all those horrible things about myself. So I guess I can give myself a pat on the back for that. How are you doing mentally? Like, you doing okay? Transition time is afoot, meaning school's coming back, weather's changing, seasons are changing, and I feel it in the air everywhere. Like, everything is changing all at once. And isn't that how it goes? You kind of get used to something and then it all just friggin' changes. But time to just go with the flow. And during this process, I'm also realizing I'm starting to find my people. And it takes a lot of courage to be disliked. Like, I know that there are people out there that don't like me. And that is so hard sometimes to see it, acknowledge it, accept it, and move on. I am a people pleaser. I hate conflict. I hate feeling like I hurt someone's feelings or whatnot, or for no reason, people being snotty or whatnot. I don't know. Does that make sense? But with YouTube, I am learning you've got to have thick skin with a soft heart, and I'm just going to live by that. I have acknowledged and accepted I'm not always going to be liked. My content is not for everyone, nor do I want my content to be for everyone. I want to find my people, my vibe, and people that understand and vibe with that. My goal is to never be mean-hearted or mean-spirited. I like to take things genuinely. So that's kind of been a learning curve the last few months, and learning how to put myself out there. Now, I've played with YouTube for the past 10 years, but this is the first time I've actually had any success because I wanted to take it further than a hobby while keeping it a hobby. You know what I mean? This is a passion project, I should say. Not necessarily a job, but something I do want to benefit from eventually because I enjoy doing it. I want to meet new people. I want to work with new people. I want my creativity to take me somewhere because I've never had the opportunity to do something like that, and I am carving my way into doing that while doing something that I love that is so beneficial for me and my family. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Hard lessons learned. Places like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, any community in general will be cliquey, and it doesn't go away in school. Forever, everything will be cliquey, whether it be a new job, whether it be, school or YouTube community or a whole crafting community. And that's just part of the territory, and finding where you vibe and finding people that vibe with you. And honestly, I'm kind of really thrilled at where I've landed so far. I don't know what's to come. I don't know, where it's going to go, but it's leading somewhere, and I feel it in the air around me and love it. So thank you for everyone that is here and is around. Do you guys feel it too? Do you feel the change in the air? Do you feel everything just starting to shift? It's that time of year. A lot of people think that it is January, New Year's resolutions, this and that. It's the new year, new you, new beginnings, your goals. For me, every year it seems to evolve more around the school year starting. So around August is when I feel change is coming most. New Year's is fun. It's cool, I guess, but this is the time of the year that I start thinking about goals, what I accomplished through the year, what I accomplished last year, what I want to accomplish this year, when I get new planners and whatnot to try to make new goals and see where I'm going. And it's this time of year for me. So this is my New Year's. So I guess Happy New Year, I think, maybe. I don't know. When do you do that? When do you start thinking oh, this is the new year? Because I always go by the school calendar. Am I the only one? Am I weird? I think I'm weird. I'm fine with being weird, right? Okay, let's go on. Guess what? I have also not smoked a cigarette in 6 months. I have been a lifelong smoker. I've gone on and off with smoking, but it's never really been this hard to quit before. Like, obviously, when you're pregnant, it's super easy to quit and whatnot. It's that second you think, oh, I could just have one, and that one will turn into 5 years of smoking again. And I still get cravings sometimes, but my sense of smell is so much better. And it's not triggering my migraines like I thought it would. Because I do know, like, smells, I'm sensitive to them. And but not smoking, I think, has been the biggest benefactor for me getting my migraines under control. That and diet. But yeah, I just wanted to say it has been 6 months. I can officially say that, and I'm thrilled. Like, I feel so much better. My smell is better. I've already said that. But I feel better. I'm breathing good. I am trying to exercise more often, whether it be doing laps in my backyard while walking my dog, or doing squats, or doing stuff in the little gym that my husband built for me in the workshop, or shooting my bow. Like, I don't have to worry, like, can I smoke on my hunting trip? Is it going to affect my hunting? Are the deer not going to come in if they smell it? That's not a worry now. Like, that's not even a thought in my head. I don't have to worry about setting money aside to afford my habit. I don't have to worry about keeping the kids inside while I go outside, and I smell better. I feel better. And yeah, so if you're thinking about quitting smoking, know that it is worth it. So worth it. But it has to be something that you're willing to do on your terms when you're ready and for yourself. I have learned through fighting this habit my whole life, because I started really, like, embarrassingly young. It has to be for you. Yes, you could include, like, oh, my kids want me to quit and whatnot, but they can't be the sole reason, or it won't succeed, in my opinion. And I did it for me, and it has worked so good. And I'm like an all or nothing person, just like I'm like a binge reader, mood reader, and whatnot, like all or nothing. So it was cold turkey. That was the only way I was able to do it. I knew that would be the only way I was be able to do it. It's the only way I have done it successfully. Tapering off doesn't work for me because it's I guess I tapered off. I could cheat and have this extra one. The gum didn't work for me. The patch didn't work for me. I had tried those avenues, and the only one was cold turkey and keeping track of the days. And when I first started not smoking, it was keeping a logbook. I noticed this today, and I felt this. This is how many cravings I have. This is what I went through to get through my cravings, which has been amazing. I started doing this thing where when I would crave it, I would just start doing jumping jacks, which was embarrassing. No. Did I do that? I think. No, I did this on the shit. I messed it up. That was supposed to be. Well, damn. I wasn't paying attention. So, do I take them off? Hold on. I'm going to fix this, and I will be right back. So, I finally fixed it. Meaning, I picked them all off. This is the original container it was in, but since it had the glue on the bottom, it makes it more susceptible to clumping together. So, I put it in a separate container. And now I'm going to reapply it to some of the places I scraped it off of. I was talking about how I've been feeling not smoking, I think, is where I took off. I'm ready to move on to another subject. Now that I have to get a job, I'm hoping that it doesn't interfere with my plans to go hunting. We already have all of the equipment. We have the bow, we have the arrowheads, we have all that stuff already, and it's not like a camping trip. I could go in the morning, come home for a few hours, and then go back out there in the evening. So it's not like a financial burden to go hunting or anything like that. And it's close enough to my house that, like, yeah, it's a little bit of gas, but we're not like that broke. So I'm excited for that. It'll probably just be for extra fun money and stuff like that. My daughter's going to be in band. I cannot believe I signed her up for it. It's so exciting. I played so many instruments growing up. I did flute, piccolo, saxophone, baritone saxophone, trumpet. I tried the trombone, but I just couldn't get into that. See, with all the extra glue, they're all just sticking everywhere. Ah, okay. Look, I'm remembering the autofocus thing halfway through per usual. My ADD. And this time I do have a post-it note. I just didn't look at it, but I will get there eventually. Okay, so I'm going to put this here. Should I label it? No, I'll remember what it is. Maybe. No, I need to label it. Get these extra stickers. And it is this sign right here. Do that. Put it on the container. All right, but yeah, I'm kind of worried that I won't be able to hunt now, which kind of sucks. Like, I really am excited for that, but there will come a time that I can do it without any hindrance or worrying that it'll be interfered by anything. So we will see. I just put my feelers out, so it's not like I have a job yet. So who knows? It could probably take a couple of weeks. So we'll see. We shall see. But I have been still shooting twice a day, except for yesterday. It got too windy and I wasn't able to shoot yesterday. But I did yesterday morning. And it's so weird sitting and shooting now. I'm so used to standing that I feel like I have to relearn all of my stance and stuff, because if you're not perfectly aligned, it can make the arrow go all wonky. So I feel like I'm kind of learning all over again, but it's definitely getting better. And not every time that I shoot am I doing it out of the blind. So I have a little bit more room for error, which has upped my confidence, which has made it so I am more consistent and not freaking out about hitting the blind, because I don't want to have to sew that up. That would suck. It's such a nice blind that we have. So there's that. What else? Oh, I am finally more used to my draw poundage. It has taken a long time. I have a WIP in chat a while ago from when I had first moved my poundage up. We did, I think, practically a full turn, which is a lot of poundages up, I guess. And yeah, now I feel like I am not struggling as hard as I was to draw my bow back. I think we did move it up just a little bit too much, but it has made my arms stronger and I'm getting some defined back muscles, which is pretty cool. And I feel so much more consistent with it, but the penetration that I'm getting, because when you shoot the target and stuff, it depends on how deep your penetration goes into. Oh, don't make it dirty, you guys. I'm talking about shooting my bow. All right. So the deeper the arrow goes, the higher chance it is for a kill, which is why there is a legal poundage that you have to be able to pull back. And I officially am over that. And that means I'm not just going to injure a deer. I don't want to do that. I would feel so bad, but I do want to eat that thing. That makes me feel better, that seeing it consistently go shoot deep enough. Oh my God. I feel so awkward, like I'm talking about something dirty when I'm not. But yeah, that's pretty cool, I guess. I don't like how quiet my house is and being here alone. I'm so used to the kids being here, and it's just weird. My house is too quiet, and I'm still trying to adjust to that, which will kind of suck, because if I end up having to work until 3 in the morning consistently, I won't be wanting to record videos like this to pass my time and make noise in there. In my house, I'm going to want to be sleeping, or I'm going to be dealing with a migraine. So I'm hoping I can get somewhat regular hours, and not the sports bar. I don't know. It depends. I might just kind of hop around too and just be like, hey, if anybody needs a day off or is going out of town or wants some time off, and then I can cover their shifts for like that week. So I might end up at a couple different places versus just one. I have all of like the management skills and the experience at like 4 different places that I can just hop in wherever at whatever times. So I might keep that open as an option instead of getting a full schedule and just work until I don't need to anymore and just be on a not trial basis, but a temporary basis maybe. I don't know. We'll see how it works. I'm a little nervous. I already mentioned earlier that I'm scared I like forgot how to work, but it really hasn't been that long. So we'll see. And like I said, every once in a while, I still pick up shifts if like they really need someone. I'm like their emergency last person to call, but they've called me a few times to be like, hey, we really need someone on this Saturday night or whatever. And it's like a guest appearance. And I love doing like guest bartending to where you get to go in and say hi and then leave. But hopefully this will be on a little bit more of a permanent basis and consistent basis. I have recorded like 4 videos today. So that's why I'm shocked that my battery, well, not really shocked, but I hardly ever use my camera enough to drain the battery. And this time I know for a fact my microphone's plugged in. I recently did that to where I went to record a video. I did the whole thing. It was reading my benefits video and I had 0 audio. And it's not like I could really do a voiceover when I'm looking at the camera, like it's face by face, like face to camera. So you're watching me read out the stories. So it's not like it's like me working on a diamond painting talking. That I could do a voiceover, but this, no. I want to get to know you guys. I want you guys to get to know me. And I feel like really having your face in a video is super beneficial. And plus I like it. Like I like, you know, that one-on-one, you know, you feel like you can see me and get to know me and it's not this faceless adventure. And I don't mind faceless channels like House of Miscellanea, Naomi, I adore her so much. And she's a faceless channel. Like, and I have grown to have a true friendship, I believe, with her. And that's just, you know, I want to show my face. She doesn't have to. But like, I don't know. I wanted to be a newscaster. I wanted to be the one to bring the news and this is what's going on and have important things to talk about. So I'm trying to fulfill that with YouTube and I feel like I am on my way to that. So it really sucked when I recorded that video and then realized there was no audio at all when I went to edit it. So I redid that one today and it was so much fun. I absolutely am adoring that my little vision for that is coming to life. Like I had spent months promoting it, not getting anything. It's literally been friggin' crickets to now I have my first 3. Like I was actually able to watch my idea come to life. Yeah, it was amazing. And I am so grateful that I was able to do that. And I am still watching Black Sails. I am on season 4 already. I've been binging it and I love it. It's definitely dark. It's violent. It has a lot of schmecks in it and whatnot. And it's so much action. And I love it. I wasn't sure about it at first. I thought I would like it better as like a book. And it took me a minute. Something just kept me in it and watching it. It was more like, am I really enjoying this? Is this something that I like? Is it really and not able to stop to? Now I can fully admit I like the show. I'm invested, I'm sucked in, and I'm sad that I am officially on the last season that is on Netflix. But I'm liking it. It's about pirates, it's raunchy, it's violent, it's so violent. And there's sexy people all involved all around. So there's that. I did start reading the Bridgerton series. I do know it's a show on Netflix. I watched the first episode, which I should have probably given it more of a chance, but then I realized there's books with it, and I tend to enjoy audiobooks and books more. So I started the books. I'm actually almost done with the first book and I'm loving it. Now, when I finish the series, I may watch it on Netflix to see if I like it more or do the comparison thing, because I do that with Harry Potter with my kids. Like, we'll read the book and then we'll watch the movie. So I really enjoy that. So I might do that with the Bridgerton series. I'm not sure yet, but I am really enjoying the first book. I think I'm going to leave this here. If you're interested in me telling your story on why having a hobby like this, it doesn't have to strictly be diamond painting, but in hobby in general is important, or how it's benefited you, or why it's helped you, or what you gain from it, email me at diamondsandthoughts@gmail.com and I could read your story out loud and share it so more people can understand it's not just diamond painting. It's not just a hobby. There are true benefits to it, and I want to help share that. Yeah, I'm gonna say bye now. So email me at diamondsandthoughts@gmail.com. I can keep you anonymous, and have a beautiful day. Bye.